Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Tasia, but you can also call me Tay, and welcome in. As you can tell by the title and this opening screen here, we are starting a new island, and I thought it'd be really fun to do a Q&A while I restart this island and answer your guys' questions. I received many great questions from you guys, so I'm super excited to answer them. Maybe you'll learn a little bit more about me, whether it's real life or Animal Crossing things, so yeah, I'm so excited. Before we get into it, I would greatly appreciate if you could like and subscribe. I'd really love for you guys to join this community that we are building here. And I am doing this live, so it's kind of a let's play format, so yeah, let's get started. Alright, Timmy and Tommy, is this your first time applying for one of our packages? Yes, it is. Understood, understood. Now then, we will need to look up your application. Can we have your name and birthday? So, I will actually be announcing what this theme is for this next island, and I'm really excited, but we'll get around to that when we actually name the island, which I have the island name in mind. But yeah, I'm really excited for this theme, honestly. It's gonna be kind of different from the themes I've done more recently, so yeah, I'm really excited. And in terms of the map, I don't really have anything in mind. I just know I really want the resident services to be far from the airport because I need a lot of space for my entrance. So yeah, let's just see what we end up with here. Also, we need to change our character. I always go for the short hair. I just think it's really cute in the beginning. And then the eyes. Fun fact, actually, my eyes, I know they're green in game, but my eyes actually aren't green in real life. They're actually like a dark brown, but I don't know, like way when I first started playing the game, I just thought it was fun to dress my character however I liked. I even had her have like pink hair or bright colored hair at one point. And then I just kind of stuck with the green eyes. I'm not really sure why. You know, actually my dad in real life has green eyes, so it's not too far off. But yeah, anyways. So let's see, we are Northern Hemisphere. Now then, oh, okay, here come the islands. Let's see what we get. I'm actually kind of nervous. Ooh, oh. Okay, I'm really drawn to this top right map here. That actually might work out really good. When I was envisioning this island, I was thinking that the resident services would be towards the right. I thought that would be best, but I don't know. Okay, there's that or there's this option. This one seems to kind of be in the middle of the map, which I'm not a huge fan of. I feel like you have less room to decorate when your resident services is in the center. Definitely not this one. This is way too close, and so is this one. So, I don't know. I think I'm just gonna go for this one for now. Let's go ahead and see what this island is. Wonderful choice. I can't wait. Before we depart, I have one final question for you. If you could only bring one thing with you to a deserted island, what would it be? You know, I always just randomly pick the first option, a sleeping bag, but if I really think about it, I think I could, if I was on a deserted island, I would be able to build my own fort. Finding food would kind of be hard, and to something to kill time, I feel like all those activities involve killing time, so I would have to say food. That seems like the best option. Which actually, I think one of your guys' questions was what would I actually bring to a deserted island, so let me pull that up really quick. Yes, so actually the first question that I think I'm going to answer, because it's related to what we're doing right now, is if you were to live on an abandoned island, what one thing would you take with you? Doesn't have to be these, but sleeping bag, a lamp, food, or something to kill time. So as you can see, I kind of chose the food option, but if I were to choose anything else to take with me, I would probably, some kind of tools, I think. I think tools to either help me like hunt for food or gather things or like build things or something to protect myself from any wildlife, I feel like that would be very helpful. So some kind of tools or something to help me on a deserted island. But let's go ahead and see what this island is gonna look like. You know, I kind of, here's a little hint as to what the theme could be, but I would love for the airport to either be green or yellow. I think those two would match the theme very well. Ooh, okay, so we have oranges. You know, I've never had oranges for an island, so that's kind of fun. I don't mind oranges. And then I did set it towards like the summertime for now, but that might change later. Oh gosh, I'm so nervous. Oh, it's a green airport, but we have very interesting villagers. Oh god. Okay. Yeah. We have Diva and Coach. Is that your name? Yeah, Coach. You know, not great at all. But it is a green airport, so and these oranges are really, really cute in my opinion. Um, okay, how much room is this space? I feel like that might determine whether or not I decide to keep this. Oh, this is a very hard decision. What are our flowers? Hyacinths. Hmm. I might have to think about this for a minute. Okay, this is kind of the very first island, but I feel like it's kind of growing on me. Am I gonna keep this one? I think I might keep it. Just the fact that I have a green airport, which is what I said I wanted. It's not too close. There's a lot of space here. So I think I might keep this island. That was kind of fast. The first roll of islands. So that's great. Okay, yeah, let's go ahead and talk to Tom. I think this is gonna be a good island, hopefully. So we'll see. Sometimes I even get to 3 stars and I realize that the island just isn't right for me. So I don't know, but I think this one will be a keeper. All right, Tommy, here you go, Tasia, your very own tent. Thank you very much. And you know exactly where we'll be putting this. Straight on the beach. All right, Diva. I know the perfect place to put your tent. Coach, you as well. You, my friend, will also be going on the beach. Yeah, the villagers really aren't ideal, but I feel whenever I restart, I don't really mind the villagers too much, because I know I can exchange them and for others later on down the road. So I'm not too concerned about Coach and Diva, and at least they're different. Like I've never had them as starters besides Diva. Well, yeah, I guess that's half true. I've never had Coach as a starter. So, I don't know, at least it's new faces for this island restart, I guess. Okay, so now we need to pick up 10 tree branches, and I also tend to pick up the fruit as well as a bunch of weeds. I don't like to leave my island covered in weeds in the beginning. I just like to get it out of the way from the very start. So while I do this, I think I will answer a few questions from you guys. And these are kind of in no particular order, but I'm just gonna read them from whatever I see first, what I have popped up here. So the first question, I received this question from a few of you guys, so I think it's a good question to start with. And that is, what made you want to start a YouTube channel? So I got Animal Crossing in 2020, and the first Animal Crossing game that I've ever gotten is New Horizons, and once people started their YouTube channels based on the game, I found that and I loved what they were doing. So many talented creators, and I just thought that was really fun, and I like knew and thought to myself, hey, I could do that at some point. So, you know, I kind of started off with Instagram in the very beginning, and after doing that for like a year or two, I decided to start my channel. One, because I just hope in some way, shape, or form that I can inspire others. If you guys need inspiration or ideas, it's my pleasure to offer that for you guys and just show what I do and how I do it sometimes, because I know the game can be kind of hard if you want to do bigger builds and it may seem a little intimidating at the beginning, which I was definitely in that position. So, you know, just sharing my own little perspective, and as a Black content creator, there's not many of us in the community, so I just thought it was really great to join the community and be that representation. So yeah, that's kind of reason why I wanted to start my channel. Alright, next up, I love this question. Favorite pasta dish and why? We need to know. Okay, I absolutely love pasta. Pasta is one of my favorite foods. It's one of my favorite dishes. It's so like versatile. You could cook it so many different ways. So my all-time favorite pasta is fettuccine alfredo with chicken and broccoli. That's like my go-to. Every time we're at an Italian restaurant, that's what I order every single time. And why is it my favorite pasta dish? Because I really love like creamy foods. Like that's my favorite kind of food, is anything that has a creamy taste, anything with milk or whatever. And that's why I also am a very big dessert person. I love cake. So anything like creamy like that is right up my alley. Next question, do you have any ACNH unpopular opinions? Ooh, okay, that's a spicy question. You know, okay, I have one, and I feel like people may or may not agree with me here, but I would say my unpopular opinion is that I think Brewster is very overrated. I may get hate for this, but you know what? It's my truth. So I just, okay, as a player, as a like Animal Crossing New Horizons player, it's my first game, and people were really hyped for Brewster. They wanted Brewster so bad. And then the update finally came. Everyone was so excited. And it kind of made me excited too. I had no idea who he was or like what he did. And yeah, I just heard a lot of people loved him. So when he finally came, I feel like everyone loved him for a minute, and now he's kind of just forgotten. I feel like maybe it's just the way that the game added, or the creators added him into this game. There's really nothing much to do there, but I feel like he's kind of boring. Yeah, let me know in the comments. Like, sound off in the comments of what your opinions on Brewster are. Like, to me, he's kind of overrated. I don't know. That's just what I think. But let me know what you guys think about Brewster, if you agree with me or if you think he's the best NPC. Yeah, let me know. Okay, and then the next question I have is, do you plan on streaming or playing other games like Mario, Splatoon, or other Nintendo games? So I do hope in the future to start streaming. It seems really fun to me, and I'd love to like create that bond with you guys over stream and like have in-person conversations kind of. So that is definitely something I will consider and I want to do in the future. However, I am a student, so I don't have a regular posting schedule, because sometimes some weeks or months I'm super busy and other weeks I have more time. So I feel like I would start streaming once I have more free time and a consistent kind of schedule. But yeah, I'd love to start streaming at some point. And in terms of other games, I actually really love Mario. I love the Mario games. I grew up playing Mario games. It's such a big part of my childhood. So yeah, but I don't know if I'd ever really make content based on that. And I haven't played Splatoon. I haven't really even played Zelda or any of those other games. But a game that I'm really interested in is Mail Time. I think that's so cute, but I don't have a PC, so I'd probably have to wait till that comes on the Switch. So for now, I think my channel will consist of Animal Crossing, but we'll see in the future. I am still new to YouTube. I've only been doing this for a couple months, so yeah, I think as the channel grows and as I do this more, I may expand the games that I do. All right, the next question I have is, what's your favorite book of all time? Ooh, okay. So actually, I'm not really a huge reader. I was mainly reading a lot, like in high school and stuff, either for school or just like a book series that I came across that I loved. But my all time favorite book series is by Chris Colfer, and it is called The Land of Stories. It first came out when I was like in sixth grade, so it's been a long time since that series has started, but I absolutely love fantasy. I love fairy tales, everything. My very first Animal Crossing island was a fairy tale island. I love Disney, so fantasy series and books like that are my absolute favorite. It's about, if you aren't familiar with it, it's about these two twins and they end up falling into this fairy, like the land of fairy tales, and they meet all these fairy tale characters and they have to find their way back home. And it's such a great series. If you love fairy tales and fantasy adventure books, I highly recommend it. It's super great, and he's very clever with like developing his characters and their backstories. So yeah, it's really good. Highly recommend. But that's my favorite book. Okay, I think this is good for now. I still have a ton of weeds everywhere. But we have our fruit and our branches, so I'll come back to the weeds in a minute and take a break from the questions. So let's go ahead and start this bonfire. Our next task is to round up something to snack on. Don't worry, Tom, I've already done that. We have our 10 oranges right here. At last, allow me to properly welcome you to our new island. I have participated in many ventures and endeavors over the years, but this may be the most exciting. Helping develop a thriving new community entirely from scratch will truly test my business acumen. Okay, and here we go. You get to choose the name, and I received a question asking, what do you plan on doing for your next island? It's actually based on one of the options from my poll that I did a while ago, and I'm going to be doing the one that won, which was an enchanted secret garden. So I'm going to name this island Gardenia. I think it's so cute and so perfect. It's a little whimsical, it fits the garden name, it's a flower, so yeah, we're going with Gardenia, and that's the theme, an enchanted secret garden. I'm so excited for this, you guys. Like, I've been itching to do a natural island, like very green, very lush, so this is gonna be great, I think. So we've settled on a name for our island, and we've selected our resident representative. It's been a big day, but it's gotten rather late, so let's have a toast. Everyone have a beverage in hand. It's fresh juice made from oranges. Our new resident... Oh, well, I clicked too early. My bad. Cheers! Okay, so here we are on Gardenia. I'm so excited for this island. I think it's going to be really fun. I know this is all a bit much, so if you feel like taking a short nap in your tent, by all means go ahead. Yes, I think I will maybe go do that. Oh my goodness, it's green. This could not be more perfect. Gold, white, and green. Love it. For Gardenia. Okay, and let's go ahead and lie down. Okay, Tom, yes, I have a few more things that you might find useful as you adjust to life on our little paradise. First of all, you need one of these. Yes, we are definitely going to need a Nook phone. With the Nook Mileage program, you can earn bells by simply living your life here on Gardenia. You know, every time I look at this, the name of the island, I like second guess myself and if I spelled it correctly, which I did, but you know, I was talking while I was typing, so that kind of stressed me out, not gonna lie. Okay, yay, we finally get to start. Honestly, I'm so excited to like choose my codes for this island as well. I've already saved some on Pinterest that I think look really pretty and nice, so yeah, I'm just really excited to start this island and do something different. And I kind of just go through a routine, which I think I'm just gonna do as I answer a few more questions. Alright, next question is, who are your top 3 favorite villagers? Need to have them on every island, and who are your least favorite villagers? Can't stand even looking at them. Ooh, okay. So my top 3 favorites are Maple, Freckles, and then Poppy and Molly are tied for third because they're just both equally cute to me. And my least favorite villagers, number 1 is Cranston. I can't stand Cranston. I don't know. No, I do know. I do know why. He just, I think on my very first island, moved in unannounced, and it was my first island ever. I didn't know villagers could move in without my permission. And he would not leave. I was so unhappy with him. So yeah, he's definitely my least favorite. And then same thing with Elmer, which that might be a hot take. He's a villager that moved in and I didn't want him, and he just would never leave. And usually I think villagers are cute when they're doing zoomies, but like it was almost as if he was taunting me, you know? He was taunting me running around my island, and I just couldn't stand it. So I don't really like Elmer just because of that, but yeah, so Cranston, Elmer, those 2 for sure, but I guess if I had to choose a third, I'd probably choose Jitters. I'm not a huge fan of Jitters. He's an interesting villager, I gotta say. Okay, so I think next I will continue to pick up all these weeds as I go, but I think I need to go sign the board, and I think I should sell some of these fruits just to get them out of my pockets and to earn myself some more Nook Miles. Yeah, I kind of go through a routine of all the different things that I do, which I think I've already done everything in my phone, I think. And here's the map. Okay, we could get a better look of it. So, like I said, I wanted my airport to be far from resident services because I kind of have a little backstory for this island. So the concept is this island is the entrance I'm hoping is going to be like, there's going to be a little cottage in the front, and it's going to be like your grandmother's cottage. And your grandma has like this garden on the side next to her cottage. And of course there's going to be like a little garden fence that's kind of overgrown. And once you like pass through that fence, you start to enter into the secret garden behind everything. So that's kind of why I wanted to have a lot of room in the front, because I need to fit that cottage and then the little garden on the side and then the grand entrance into the overgrown gardens behind it. So yeah, that's kind of the concept. That's the whole theme. I'm really excited for it. So it's going to be a mix of like meadowcore and grandma core, a little bit of cottagecore, and I'm just so excited. So I've never really done a cottagecore island, and this won't be fully cottagecore. It's definitely going to have more green and flower meadows. So yeah, but it's going to have hints of cottagecore in it and a little whimsiness to it, of course. So I'm just really excited. Just think of like lush green overgrownness, lots of flowers, maybe a ton of the topiaries, kind of elegant items throughout, and like little woodland creatures. I think it's going to be so fun. But continuing on with the questions, the next question is, what/who got you into AC? Were you a fan since older games or a new player because of New Horizons? So I kind of briefly touched on this. I am new to the game. New Horizons is my first Animal Crossing game, but I found out about the game mainly from another YouTube channel that I watched at the time. Some of you may be familiar with them, but the Merrill twins. I used to watch their videos a lot, especially during the pandemic, and they did a video about Animal Crossing, and I thought it was so cute. I wanted to try it, and my dad actually had mentioned it to me, and it was just a fun activity to do during that time. And that's also when I started seeing more and more content on YouTube about New Horizons. So yeah, that's kind of how I got into the game, and I started playing for myself, and 3 years later I'm still playing it. Still very obsessed. So yeah, that's how I got into Animal Crossing. Alright, next question. So there's actually 2 questions here. The first one is, what island themes would you really want to do but have never done? And what made you start doing your AC videos? So I did kind of answer the second one. I just really love to like spread inspiration and ideas and just share and kind of just document my whole Animal Crossing journey for myself as well, because I love it so much and it's fun to like see my growth over the years. But yeah, and for the first question, themes I want to do but haven't done, I've always been interested in fairy core, but not enough for me to really do a whole island on it. I wanted to do like a spin on fairy core, which is why in my poll the dark fairy core was one of my options on there, and that actually was the second most popular voted, or the second most voted for theme for me to try. And I think I do really want to do that at some point, but yeah, I think that'd be fun, a dark fairy core island. Another theme I would want to do is probably farm core. That one I'd probably be most excited to do out of like just general themes, because I've never done it and it looks so fun. But yeah, I think I also have a ton of other like very different themes still that I want to try, but like if we're talking like classic island Animal Crossing themes, I think those ones for sure. And that wasn't my best heart, but there we go, I tried. All that matters is the miles. So yeah, let's collect a few of these. This is honestly, usually I zoom through this super fast in the beginning, but as I'm talking, it's kind of a little more difficult. Okay, and also the next question that I have pulled up here is, what is your favorite food? So I would say pasta is my favorite. Anything besides pasta, I would probably say I love chicken pot pie. That's delicious. Any kind of pot pie, honestly, so good. What else? I love pizza, of course. Yeah, I'd say that. But one of my favorite like sweet kind of meals is like a Monte Cristo sandwich. If you've been to Disneyland and if you've tried the Monte Cristo sandwich, you know exactly what I mean. It's so good. It's so good. I love it so much. So that's a really fun food as well. I'm a really big breakfast person. I love breakfast, so I love pancakes as well. That's definitely one of my favorite breakfast foods, as well as French toast. Waffles, oh, if I had to say, this is very off topic, kind of, but I'd say pancakes, French toast, then waffles is my order of those three. Let me know in the comments what your guys' favorite is. Are you team pancakes, team waffles, team French toast? Like, let me know. I'm team pancakes all the way. Okay, so I did buy myself a picnic basket because I thought that item was really cute and I think it'll go really well on this island. I got a slingshot and then some saplings because I feel like every time I don't buy a slingshot I regret it, because there will be a balloon just floating by and I can't do anything about it and it's so sad. So yeah, I'm also going to plant these trees because I think you earn miles for planting trees as well. And see, we're almost at 5,000 already, just from a few little things. Like, I've barely done anything. I haven't even started catching fish or bugs yet. So we're also going to plant a few of these flowers and then start watering them. And speaking of flowers, you know, I typically like to come up with a color scheme for my islands, and for this one I've been so back and forth, and I'm still trying to decide if I want to keep this island in the summertime or if I want to go to early fall with like the fall weeds, but like when it's still green, which I think that's in September, and I haven't done an island in that time of year either, so that would be really fun. Oh, also let me just talk to my villagers, because I think when you talk to your villagers, all of your villagers in one day, you can earn more Nook miles. A plain cap. Thank you, coach. Oh, you know, it matches the outfit, so I don't mind it. Thank you very much. And then we talk to Diva. This will give us some more nut miles. And a leaf umbrella, that's actually really cute. That'll be perfect for this island. You know, my villagers actually gave me some really great things, so thank you. You know, Diva and Coach, it could be worse. It could be worse. Let's go ahead and continue with the questions as well. Next question, how is school going? Oh, thank you so much for asking. That's really sweet. School's actually going really well. It's gone by so fast. Just finished my third year of college, so I have one more year to go. And if you guys aren't aware, I'm actually an engineering major. So that's what I'm doing in school. I'm getting through it. It's fun at times, but also really stressful at times. So again, like I mentioned before, I don't really have a full schedule on my videos, so I just kind of post when I can, and it tends to be random. Sometimes I get multiple videos out in a week, and then there'll be like 1 or 2 weeks where I don't really post anything, which I feel really bad about, but that's just kind of how it works out. But yeah, school's going very well. Thank you so much for asking. Alright, next question, another food question, which I love. What is your favorite drink slash favorite homemade dish slash favorite fast food slash favorite dish at your favorite restaurant? Okay, my favorite drink. I'm not a huge. Here's another interesting fact about me. I don't really like a lot of hot drinks. I'm definitely a much more iced drink or cold drink person. I'm not a huge fan of coffee, and if I were to have coffee, it would have to be a cold iced coffee with some kind of flavoring in it. Which my favorite drink at Starbucks is the caramel ribbon crunch frappuccino. That's my go-to, or the pink drink. But just a regular drink would probably be strawberry lemonade. I love strawberry lemonade. I could drink that all day. And then water, of course. I drink quite a bit of water as well. So yeah, those are kind of my favorite drinks. And my favorite homemade dish, I can't really think of one off the top of my head because I don't really cook that much. I'm not a great cook. I like to bake a lot. I can bake some stuff, but I'm not the best cook. So I think my favorite homemade dish, I don't know, I'd have to think about that one because I'm a very basic eater, and I actually have a ton of allergies, so I kind of eat the same things over and over again. Yeah, I'd have to come back to that one. But my favorite fast food place, I think I would choose Wendy's probably, or Chick-fil-A. I love both of those places. Yeah, I'd say Wendy's or Chick-fil-A for sure. And then my favorite dish at my favorite restaurant, a very unique kind of food at Cheesecake Factory that I like to get is the chicken parmesan pizza. Have any of you ever had that before? It's very interesting. It's pretty much like in the shape of a pizza, and what would normally be the dough is your chicken, and on top is the sauce, of course, and then it's also like baked, so then the noodles, the spaghetti noodles, is also baked on top of the pizza, and it's so good. It's so good. I recommend trying it if you haven't before, but I feel like that is definitely a go-to for me if I'm ever at Cheesecake, so yeah, I'd probably say that. That's probably my favorite dish. Alright, next question. What is your favorite ACNH theme you've done? That's a very, very difficult question for me to answer. I honestly love all my themes, but if I had to choose, maybe my island that was themed after the Disney movie Enchanted. I honestly love that island so much. I could like revisit that so many times because it's like half city and then half enchanted forest, so I got to do both themes. And just my favorite kinds of islands are ones where I recreate like a movie or a book or a show. Those kinds of islands are so fun to do, which is also why I really love my first island, Blossom, which was my fairy tale island, and it had a ton of references to different kinds of fairy tales. So yeah, the Enchanted Island. That one is definitely, I think, my favorite. Ooh, next question. Are you a Swiftie? If you are, then what are your favorite albums and songs? Okay, so, I definitely wouldn't consider myself a Swiftie. I'm definitely not on that level. But I do enjoy Taylor's songs. I always have since I was little. But I wouldn't say I'm a Swiftie. And especially because I don't listen to a ton of music. I really love like I said, I love Disney, so I also love theater and I love Broadway. So I tend to like to listen and sing along to Broadway songs a lot. Um, so I tend to like to listen to musicals. But I feel like out of her albums, I would say I love a lot of her songs on 1989. I think that's a really great album. And then just, the classics from Fearless, of course. Um, those are really great songs. I loved those when I was younger. And I feel like one of my favorite songs, like one of her older songs, it's kind of, I don't know, like I said, I'm not a Swiftie, so let me know, but if it's like popular or if it's kind of forgotten, but I liked her song Mean. I think it was just really cute to me. I loved it, and it was kind of motivational, like at the age that I was, and I just loved that music video for some reason. So yeah, I always thought that was a really, really cute song. Yeah, so I'd probably say those are my favorite albums and one of my favorite songs. Okay, next question. What is your favorite part of Animal Crossing as a whole? Lately, it just makes me feel so safe and comforted after a long day or a time of depression, and I just wonder what it means to you in regards to your channel and why you wanted to start it. Oh, well, I love how Animal Crossing makes you feel very comforted, and I feel the same. It's just such a cozy game. Like, I know that's very obvious, but to me, I just love it because it's not really just a game to me. It's also just a very creative outlet. I'm a very creative person in real life. I love art and just creating things, crafting things. I'm a very crafty person. So it's always fun for me to do new island themes because it's kind of like making your own little world. And I love coming up with a concept and then bringing it to life so much. It's so much fun for me. So yeah, I think that's what I love so much about it. And I honestly really love the early game as well, like the music. It's just so fun. It's so comforting and lovely, which I totally agree with you. And I don't know. I could literally play it every single day if I could. And I'd never get sick of it. I just love it so much, and all the villagers and all the characters. I'm just so excited for the next Animal Crossing game and seeing how like different it will be, or like if we get more customization options and all the new mechanics that we will be able to have. It's just so exciting. So yeah, I think Animal Crossing to me is just comfort, cozy, as well as the community. It makes it so fun to be able to interact with you guys and just share a common interest of people across the world, which is so insane. Like sometimes I forget that literally I have viewers from all parts of the world, and I just wanted to say I appreciate all of you so much for watching. You guys are the best. And yeah, and speaking of, I know this was meant to be like a 3K Q&A, and I'm currently at like 4.6 subscribers. So you know what, I guess it's now gonna be 3K and 4K celebration Q&A. I can officially say that we are on the road to 5K. Hi everyone, this is editing voiceover Tasia here, and I just wanted to pause and say that we've actually already hit 5K, which is so crazy. I'm still over the moon about it. Thank you guys so much. I know I'm babbling on here about reaching 5K, but we've already hit that amazing milestone, and I appreciate you all. I see you, I appreciate you, and I just wanted to say thank you so much. So yes, yeah, I guess let's just get back to the video. Which is absolutely crazy. I can't, like I said, I can't even fathom. So thank you guys so much from the bottom of my heart. It means so much that you want to take the time to watch my videos and join this channel. And yeah, I don't know, I could probably gush all day about it, but yeah, let's continue on. What was I about to do? I think I was going to craft a net so that I can catch some bugs and start catching fish as well to earn a few more Nook miles. I've already reached 5,000, but you know, I like to exceed 5,000 so I have enough to like make more pocket space for myself. Alright, next question. Basic I know, but what inspires your themes? You come up with such unique islands, I would love to know where the initial spark came from. Oh, that's an interesting question. I wish I had a very direct answer, but I literally get so inspired from the littlest things. Sometimes it's almost as if I'm constantly thinking about Animal Crossing, which maybe, I don't know what that says about me, but you know, I'm just, like I said, I'm just a very creative person at heart, so it's always really fun for me to come up with theme ideas. But I would say I usually come up with the ideas when I'm scrolling through Pinterest. I'm most inspired when I come across an illustration that I see. That's a very big recommendation I have. If you want to come up with an island theme or you're struggling or don't know what to do, if you have just a very basic concept or idea or anything, type in that into Pinterest, type out that idea. Like if you want to do something with, I don't know, let's say you want to do an island that consists of dinosaurs, but you don't really know where to start, or like what builds you could do. Try typing into Pinterest like dinosaurs illustration. And then there are so many amazing artists that have their art on Pinterest, or people share others' arts on Pinterest. And sometimes I honestly get inspired from those pieces of art. And it actually inspires an entire landscape build that I will do. So that's a recommendation that I have. It usually comes from Pinterest or even just an item. Like I'll see an item in game and I think, oh, that'll be really fun to like base this theme off of this one item, which sounds kind of crazy. But like, I don't know, like for example, oh, okay, so for example, the tree's bounty lamp. I think that's such a fun item, especially in the white variation. And to me, like I'll look at that and then I think it's very whimsical. So then I think, okay, what could that fit? What theme could that be used in? And what instantly comes to mind is like a very cottagecore type fairy core. So like a woodland fairy core, I guess. That would be that would be a really fun island theme. Yeah, so that's kind of what happens. That's where I get my initial spark. So either on Pinterest I'll see something, or I see something in real life, a picture, or just simply based on an item in game. And then it kind of just spans from there. It grows from there. So I would say that's usually where I get my initial spark from for island themes. Okay, next up, do you use treasure islands to gather stuff quickly? If so, what's your process? So yes, I absolutely use treasure islands to collect pretty much all my items. I pretty much, like I'm doing now, I usually like to get to reaching 5,000 Nook Miles, upgrade my house, and then I try to get a few more Nook Miles so that I can expand my pockets. And then I will time travel to the next day and I will go to a treasure island. I usually find my treasure islands that I go to on Twitch. There's a ton of free ones on there and they're super great. So that's where I go, and usually I like to pick up all the golden tool items because they'll give you a ton of Nook Miles. And then I gather a ton of Nook Mile tickets. I grab piles of wood and iron nuggets so I can give it to Timmy, and then I also just have it for when I have to build all those items for the 3 moving plots. And yeah, and then I head back to the island and do my thing, but I 100% use treasure islands. I feel like it just makes the whole process so much easier and makes it a lot quicker as well. Alright, next question. 2 questions. If Nintendo allowed modding to be a thing, would you have modded your island? Also, do you have any pets or a favorite animal? Ooh, okay. You know, when modding was a thing, I thought it was so cool. And I thought there were so many beautiful items that people brought to this game. And I would have loved to use those items. I don't think I would have modded my Switch. I think I actually have a Switch that could be modded. I just didn't go through that process. And I think it's mainly because I was still inspired by a lot of the items in the game. I thought there were so many great modded items though. I probably would have loved all the recolored flowers because I wish we had more variation with flower colors in this game. So that's probably what I would have loved most about the mods. but I don't know if I would have modded my Switch because I still have fun playing the game the way it is, but yeah. And there's nothing wrong with that. Like, I'm not totally against it or anything. It's just, I think I could have gone without it either way. But yeah, I don't know if I would have modded my Switch. And do I have any pets or a favorite animal? I don't have any pets. I used to have a betta fish and I named it Bubbles, but that was like a few years back now. And I've never really grown up with pets really, mainly because I also have allergies. So like I'm allergic to cats. And dogs, I used to be kind of scared of dogs when I was little, like hyper dogs or big dogs. Now I think they're really cute, but yeah, my family's never really had pets growing up. But my favorite animal, I think my favorite animal at the moment is red pandas. I love red pandas. They are so, so cute. I recently went to a zoo and I got to see one of the red pandas in person, and my love for them just grew even more. So I love red pandas. I used to say my favorite animal was pigs, which they still are. I think pigs are super, super cute, but red pandas are my favorite at the moment. Okay, there are just a few more questions left, but we have to talk to Tom so we can upgrade my house before I close out this video. So, about my moving fees. Okay, I think I want to choose a green roof for this island to match the theme. I've never chosen green as my starting house color roof, so that's kind of fun. Alright, next question. If you have Happy Home Paradise, what's your favorite build you've done? Ooh, that's a fun question. Ooh, okay, let me think. You know, it wasn't a build for an actual villager, but an NPC that turned out being my favorite. I did this one build for Wisp because I have Wisp's amiibo card, and that build is probably my favorite that I've ever done. I think I still have pictures of it saved on my Switch, so if I find them, I'll put it up on the screen right now. But I did like a haunted hotel for Wisp, so the outside was like this dark forest in the rain, and then the inside was the lobby of the hotel. Yeah, that one was super cool because I got to use the foggy flooring and like a ton of like creepy looking items, so it was really fun to do, and I love how it came out. And Wisp just looks so cute in there too. It's just a very perfect atmosphere for him, I think. Yeah, that was definitely one of my favorite Happy Home Paradise builds, for sure. And then I also received another question about terraforming and any advice for terraforming. You know, I think you can really terraform however you like, but if you're going for a more natural terraforming for a natural island, my best recommendation for like cliffs and stuff is to make sure they're very rounded. So rounding out your cliffs, making sure they're big enough for you to fit various levels or trees. There's actually kind of a lot of calculation that goes into Animal Crossing, which is kind of funny because you need to make sure that everything's wide enough to fit trees and bushes and flowers. So I think just starting off with a big cliff of terraforming helps, and then curving off all your edges and adding a ton of layers makes it look very natural. And in terms of rivers, similar to cliffs, like rounding out all your edges, like here for example, this river, even though it's like the in-game river, there's not too many repetitive lines. Like it's pretty curvy. Like this right here, in my opinion, is a little too straight of an arch. Like I would probably make it a little shorter, especially if you're trying to do like skinny rivers. So just like cutting in, I'm really bad at explaining this, I'd probably have to show it in a video, but you know, adding a bunch of rounded cliff edges and river bends, I think makes your island look very natural. And even if you don't like your terraforming at first, try like cutting away pieces of terraforming, because I find that like that really helps me. I find that when I take away cliffs rather than starting from fresh, I really like the end result much more. So that's another piece of advice, like not taking away all of it, but you'll kind of find shapes that look more dynamic and interesting if you start with a giant piece of cliff and then shave away from it. So I don't know, I guess I hope that makes sense. If you guys are interested on like different ways to terraform, I could make that video for you guys, especially since I'm just starting this island and I have a ton of open space for me to do that. I can do that. Definitely let me know if you'd like to see that kind of video. And I'd be more than happy to share that with you all. Alright, and I believe the last question that I have pulled up here is, what are your future plans for this channel? Anything new in the works? So, I'm trying to brainstorm some ideas that I could do for the channel. New fun videos. I think I want to do more advice videos or things like making a video about terraforming advice or anything, because I've seen a few comments from you guys saying that you're new to Animal Crossing, which I think is so cool, how there's still new people playing Animal Crossing New Horizons for the first time. So if that's helpful, definitely let me know if you'd like to see that. Or even, I would love to bring back more island tours to the channel. So I'm in the process of creating an island tour form for you guys to fill out if you want your island toured on the channel. If your island's completed and if you have like a specific theme that you are really proud of, yeah, I'd love to add that to the channel again. And I also have something really fun in the works currently in regards to my second Switch and that whole island theme. That will be revealed when I finally get that video up. I'm still working on it, but I'm really excited for it. So it's something kind of cool. It's definitely, I guess what I'll say about it is it's a island that is like a challenge island. So I'm trying to complete a specific challenge for my next island, and it's gonna be really fun. So definitely looking forward to that as well. But as far as like more videos that I'm doing, of course I'll be sharing my process and progress of this island gardenia with you guys on the channel, and I'm so excited about it. Like I said, I do really hope to stream in the future, but that's hopefully when I start to get a more regular periodic schedule up for posting videos. So for now, I just recommend, if you guys would like, to make sure you subscribe to stay updated when videos are posted, and also turn on the bell notifications, because like I said, it's kind of random when I post videos, so you'll always be notified when anything new comes up on the channel if you have those notifications on. But you guys, I believe that is all the questions that I received. I received so many from you, so thank you to everyone who left a question. I hope I answered yours well and you enjoyed this video, this little let's play of my new island gardenia. I love the map, honestly. The villagers are still a little questionable, but you know, they may grow on me, you never know, but they're definitely not staying. Yeah, so I guess the next video will hopefully be the entrance of this island, or maybe that one video that I said was in the works. We shall see. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. I don't have any reactions currently, but I appreciate you all so much. Thank you again to anyone who left questions. If you have any more questions for me, leave them down in the comments and I will be sure to reach out and answer those for you. And yeah, thank you guys again for watching, and I hope you all have a lovely day or night, and I will see you in the next one. Bye!